Good morning. I'm supposed to tell you about the immunotherapy drug that I got put on in July of 17 after the chemo didn't really do its job. But this immunotherapy drug was Dara, and it's also called Darzalex, and there's another long name for it. I can't pronounce it. I can, but I make a mess of it. But I started this in July of 2017, and when I was put on it, it started working immediately. I mean, you had to take it every day. I mean, every week for 8 weeks, and you're supposed to go to every other week for 2 months, and then monthly. Well, it worked so good on me till in 2 months it had dropped my light chain from, I think it was 60 or 70 all the way below 2.63, and that was remarkable. So when we decided to go to the every other week, my doctor just decided to go to monthly since it worked so good. So I went to monthly, and I stayed on it until October of 2018, and he took me off of it, and this is July, August, September. This is September. It's gonna be September of 2019, and I've had no treatment, and my numbers have stayed below 2.63. So that's really good. So I go back in October, and we'll check it again. He checks it every 3 months. But this drug that I'm on, there's several different types of immunotherapy drugs, and the one I'm on is what they call a monoclonal antibody, and it's synthetic, and they put it in you by infusion some way, and it targets. I really can't explain it to you. You just have to Google it. I can tell you more about the CAR T cell than I can tell you about this one, but the CAR T cell one is real interesting. That's the one that I guess would be next after this one quits working, because it just came out, and it's like $400,000 for one treatment, but you only need one treatment. The good thing is, if it doesn't work, then the insurance company don't have to pay anything. So that's one good thing about that drug. But it seems to be working real good for everybody. Let me get back to mine. With cancer, that you're either going to get chemo, you're going to get radiation, or removal of it. So them three things are the things that you can look forward to if you come down with cancer or don't do anything, and you know what will happen then. But these immunotherapy drugs, they train your system, your immune system, to attack in different ways, but they're really good. Now, there's been some people I've seen that has went to this particular immunotherapy drug, and it doesn't really do anything for them. It's like I see them with their numbers just sitting there, and you know, they're not moving hardly at all. I mean, 1 or 2 points, and that's nothing, because I dropped 70 points in 2 months, you know. So mine done good, but I see people that this drug, it doesn't do what it done for me. You know, it was a blessing for me. But when I started this drug, I was really sick from that particular chemo drug cocktail I was on, and I started, I mean, instantly, just about, I started just feeling better, you know. That when the light change dropped, I don't know what happened, but everything I just started getting better, and now I'm doing, you know, really good. But the biggest side effect I had from it was fatigue. You'll have a lot of fatigue from this particular drug, which most chemos, you have a lot of fatigue too. But I didn't have any nausea, any vomiting. I still have shortness of breath, but that's because of the damage to the heart. You know, that's always going to be there, unless they can come up with a drug that can regress that protein out of my heart. But I'll tell you, I looked death in the eyes. I thought I was a goner at one point, you know. But this drug really has been a remarkable drug for me. But they've said that when I need to go back on therapy, that because I asked, could I go back on this particular drug, because I was so happy with the results, and they told me that I was able to go back on this drug. But they said the only catch is it don't work quite as good as it did the first time, but if it works half as good as it did the first time on me, then I'll be happy with it. But I just wanted to let y'all know about the immunotherapy drug, and I was on it for a year, and I've almost been off for a year, which it had my numbers in place within 2 months. So if I started in July, so July and August, by September it had my numbers below 2.63, and that's remarkable. And I stayed on it for a year, and I'm not cancer free, I'm not amyloid free, but I'm doing real good. You know, there's no cure for what I have, so you just learn to live with what you got. But I'll get back with you again. Sorry about it being so long since I made this video, but